when the fuck did this score 33 goals this season? Just guess how many likes this got. Guess. 45 fucking thousand. Harry Kane is by far the most disrespected player in the world. You know, it was just a few months ago he finished with the most goal contributions in the entirety of Europe, and absolutely brain-dead England fans had the audacity to say he's washed or that Ollie Watkins has to be starting over him. Not criticizing the manager, but criticizing Kane, the player who put up 56 goal contributions the previous season. This is someone who's coming off of a record-breaking year, and he has his own nation saying he's washed. Like, yes, a lot of players get disrespected on a club level, but to hate on your own nation's best player and all-time top scorer after the season he's had is just crazy. The way people talk about him, you would think he's a glorified Christian fucking Benteke. I've never seen someone win the domestic golden boot, the international golden boot, the continental golden boot in a single season, and also the European golden shoe, and finish 10th in the fucking Ballon D'or rankings. 10th. Like, yes, trophies, sure, but we are talking about him on an individual level, right? Even R9 wouldn't win a trophy with Tottenham. Like, let me put it like this, right? You are blaming the person with multiple golden boots, the fastest player to reach 20 UCL goals before Erling Haaland, as the reason for his team's failure. Like, be fucking for real, man. Like, imagine you're in a Carabao Cup final, right? Kane scores 20 goals, right? And his team loses 21-20. Is it Kane's fault he's going trophyless? Of course fucking not. You know, like, football is a team sport. Kane cannot win trophies when he spent most of his career with the fullbacks like Emerson Royal and centre-backs like Davinson Sanchez behind him. Yes, Poch's Spurs were good, but that was like around 6-7 years ago. Kane was nowhere near the player he is now. He was still elite, but he became a new level under Mourinho where he developed his playmaking bag. Last season, yes, it was pretty unfortunate, but he assisted versus Real Madrid, he scored versus Real Madrid, he scored against Arsenal, braced against Lazio, all in the knockouts. It's not his fault Bayern went trophyless either, especially considering he scored 36 goals in the league and won the UCL Golden Boot too. Are you gonna blame this man? Bayern have just been on the decline. Even the season before last, they won the league on the last day only because Dortmund balled it. And Kane comes into an obviously declining Bayern, and Leverkusen have an invincible season. Even most of prime Bayern sides wouldn't have beat Leverkusen to the title. 90 fucking points is a crazy total. The next people argument will use to discredit Kane is that he doesn't show up in big moments. 4 finals, 0 shots on target. And you know what? I would agree that is a fair argument if he didn't play 3 of those finals either through injury or coming straight back from injury. The UCL final, he got injured against City in the quarters and didn't play a single minute of football until the final, where obviously he did stink it up. But are we gonna expect him to play well first game back from an injury against one of the best teams in the world? No, of course fucking not if you use your brain. Euro 2021 final, he wasn't injured, but he wasn't bad. He literally set up the first goal, dropped deep, switched the play. How many 9s in world football can do that? He scored a penalty as well in the penalty shootouts. Carabao Cup 2021 final, again coming back from injury against a team that was on the largest winning streak in English football history. Euro 2024 final, again playing through and carrying a back injury throughout essentially the whole tournament. Then it becomes a question of, well, he shouldn't have played then. Yes, but it's not just a Kane decision, it's also a manager decision. It's unfair just to blame Kane, you know? Kane is England's best player. The manager isn't going to want to leave him out. I mean, I'm not denying he's not had his fair share of stinkers in big games. First one that springs to mind is his penalty miss versus Olise, but I guarantee you if he did score, he'd just get called a penalty merchant. But let's talk about this season, right? It finally looks like Harry Kane is going to end his trophy drought, so that trophy argument can fuck right off. All the talk is about Salah, Rafinha, Mbappe, even Ousmane Dembele, but not a single soul is talking about Harry Kane, who has the 3rd most goal contributions in Europe after Salah and Rafinha, despite playing less games than both. And people say, oh, but Kane's a striker, you're comparing him to 2 wingers. But if you watch Kane, you will know that both Rafinha and Salah play much more advanced than Kane is. Half the time, Kane is dropping deep, playing almost as an 8 or even a 10, right? Linking play, doing all that malarkey. Like, yes, I do think Rafinha has been bad, even Salah has been bad, but Kane has been shafted for his trophies in the past few seasons. So it makes sense that so does Salah after getting knocked out of the UCL, dropping terrible performances in both legs, whilst Kane drops 2 man of the match performances. Like, I don't like how the Ballon D'Or has gone to the point where just a player who wins the most trophies, but it's the harsh reality. If it's an international trophy year, it'll just be the most successful player from that team. If it's not, it'll just be the most successful player from the team that won the UCL, if they have an appeal. As for the other bit, goal contributions on everything, I agree. But Harry Kane is like the absolute last player you can use that argument against. This is someone who does everything from facilitating play to scoring goals to helping with defending, tracking back, intensively pressing. This is one of the most complete 9s of all time. And I really think the reason Kane doesn't get any attention is just that he's boring, both on the pitch and off the pitch, personally wise, everything. You know, I love Kane, obviously, that's why I'm making this fucking video. From a neutral perspective, he just doesn't have any fucking aura, man. Like, he's not flashy, he won't make 50 dribbles or step overs like Rafinha on the pitch, and he's not posting fit pics or saying cold quotes off the pitch like Salah. I mean, even from a marketing perspective, right, you know, Salah, respectfully, is more attractive than Kane and attracts a bigger global market. Kane is just Kane, your average Englishman who plays for a miserable country, whose fans look too much and push agendas rather than prop their own players. So that leaves his PR mainly coming from Bayern and Tottenham fans. The numbers he puts up season after season are historic. You know, England's all-time top scorer, Tottenham's all-time top scorer, Premier League's second all-time top scorer. This is a once-in-a-generation striker, and sadly, he doesn't get the respect he deserves.